Hey writers, welcome back to another mini lesson. This time you are looking for a pre-writing strategy, a little help to write a strong, bold thesis statement. Now, a thesis statement is maybe a term you've never heard before, and that's totally fine. We kind of get into it for the first time in third grade, but you may have heard things that are similar. A thesis statement is like the main idea of your speech. Okay, so we've practiced main idea when we do some reading. We identify what the author's main idea is. And a thesis statement is the main idea of your speech, right? Your opinion writing. A thesis statement is one sentence, and it might actually be like a long sentence, but it's just one sentence that states your opinion, right? And it's strong. We don't want to kind of like say, well, maybe I think that, something should change about plastic in the oceans. No, a thesis statement is bold. It is strong. It gets to the point and it gives a little bit of information about why you think that. So today, we're going to practice writing a strong, bold thesis statement. If you saw my other two videos about pre-writing, you know that I did two pre-writing activities. I spent some time thinking about problems and solutions, and I spent some time thinking about noteworthy people, places, or things, and explaining why. And so I actually I sat with my pre-writing, and I decided I want to write an opinion piece based around Greta Thunberg and why she is an inspiring human being. So that I have my pre-writing ideas. I have some reasons of why I believe she's an inspiring person. And so now I need to get down to business and kind of synthesize all my ideas into one strong statement. So that's what I'm going to do now. Okay, here I have my writer's notebook, and you can see across the top I have thesis statement, brainstorm. Now I've made a sentence frame that's usually how a thesis statement goes. Like a basic thesis statement is you write, I think, and you say your opinion, because, and you give 3 reasons. Okay, this is basic. So the first thing you need to do is figure out what's your opinion. Well, for me, I decided I'm going to write about Greta Thunberg, right? So here's the stuff. And because I already did some of this in my pre-writing the other day, I have a few reasons that I'm going to write about. So, nope, let me go. Okay, so here's a pretty strong thesis statement. I think Greta Thunberg is an inspiring person. So there's, I think, then my opinion, Greta Thunberg is an inspiring person because, and then I have my 3 reasons. 1, she is passionate about fighting climate change. 2, she is a role model for kids and adults. And 3, she is a mental health advocate. Okay, so using this sentence frame, I've made a bold statement. So like I said, my thesis statement I created there was pretty strong. Using this sentence frame, I put my opinion and 3 good, strong reasons of why people should agree with me. However, things can always be improved. So let's do a little mini revision. When I think about the beginning of that sentence, I think Greta Thunberg is an inspiring person. I think it's okay, but I also think it could be better. By making that statement a little bit more bold, a little bit stronger. So how might I change that? I could say, I think Greta Thunberg is an amazingly inspiring person. I could add in some adjectives. I could take away the I think, right? I don't want people to say, well, I think maybe she's da, da, da. I could just say, Greta Thunberg is an amazingly inspiring person. I could make it even stronger by thinking like really big. Like the world would be a better place if we were all more like Greta Thunberg. I feel like that is really strong because it's not just saying like, here's what I think, right? It's just making the statement saying, this is what I believe, and we all should act more like her. It's kind of giving people a job. I think that's a good one. I'm gonna revise my statement right now. Okay, so what I've done now is I've taken my statement, I crossed out that beginning part, and I made a stronger introduction kind of bit. And I've also changed it to 2 sentences, okay? So here's what I have now. The world would be a better place if people were more like Greta Thunberg. She is passionate about fighting climate change. She is a role model for kids and adults, and she is a mental health advocate. Amazing. So now it's your turn. It's your turn to go off and create your bold, strong thesis statement. You might start by using that sentence frame, I think blank because, and give your 3 reasons. That is a great way to get started with your thesis statement, but then take it even further and do a little revision. Think about what would make your beginning thesis statement even stronger. How could you make little changes to make it something that's really big and bold and going to have your reader or listener really understand exactly what you're going to convince them of? If you have any questions, please let me know. And as always, happy writing. Bye.